This is CES Unveiled on BeTerrific in New York City. I'm Michael Arts. This is You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Plenty of ways to reach out. At BeTerrific TV on all social media. You can hit us up on email, connect@beterrific.com. And, of course, join our Slack chat, beterrific.com/Slack. That is the best way to reach us 24 hours a day in real time. You, us, and the rest of the Terrifics, when we're live on air, will ask your questions and comments on air, at least some of them. So it's a lot of fun. beterrific.com/Slack. Of course, you can find all our archives on beterrific.com. Now we're an official media partner of CES, and we can't wait to be there in 2016. But this is CES Unveiled. A lot of young, innovative, hip companies that are here showing off some really great products. And I've got John from a company that has a new robot called the iPal. This is super cool. And behind him is Jiping, and Jiping will be demonstrating the robot at some point. So tell me about the robot. I love robots, by the way.
Okay, cool. No, we've had probably more fun with this company than any we've had before. The iPal really is intended as a companion robot for young children. And the first market really is all the one-child families in China. You know, children who don't grow up with siblings and friends and things like that.
So I was wait, they don't grow up with friends?
Well, they don't grow up with brothers and sisters.
Right.
With
okay,
brothers and
all
sisters,
right,
of
all
course.
right. I'm
yeah.
just making sure. I'm like, wait, why don't they have friends
Yeah.
now? But they're limited friends because they only, until recently, have been limited to one child per family.
That's correct.
Now they've been allowed to have two, I
Right.
think. And so I have an only child, and I was an only child, and
Yeah.
I didn't want him to be an only child because it is like a lonely experience. I used to make cardboard bases in my room, and I play every position on the field and do the whole lineup. So I'd be at bat, and I'd first be Darryl Strawberry walking to the plate. Well, I think first it was Mookie Wilson, then Timmy Tuffle, followed by Keith Hernandez, Darryl Strawberry, Gary Carter, and sometimes you could flip Carter and Hernandez. Carter could bat third, Hernandez sixth, fifth, rather.
Very cool.
Anyway, and then I'd be like, 2 on, 2 out. Gary Carter comes to the plate.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, and I did the play-by-play too because I didn't have any siblings to help me with this.
Right.
But now I could have a robot, the iPal. I love this idea.
Right. And the idea is basically what it can do is it can sing, dance, it can chat with the child in natural language, it can tell stories, and the child can also connect to all their friends through social media, video chat, and stuff like that through the screen on the front of the robot.
So that's very interesting because I like that. It can sing, it can dance, which I can do with my son too.
Right.
But unfortunately, I'm not there all the time. I'm working.
Right.
So this is cool. All right.
And
so,
another thing, a friend once told me that they really enjoy reading and telling stories with their children, but after the 50th time, the child wants to hear the same story.
Yeah.
That gets tiring.
You
so a robot
think?
can sort of just support the parent.
Right.
It doesn't replace it. But some of the frustrating parts of
when
parenting.
I'm like tired, I get home and I'm tired, and my son's like, "Here is the little engine that could." I'm like, "We read this," and then he not only could you read it for the 50th time, 50 millionth time,
right.
could you? After we finish it, he goes, "Again, Daddy."
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, and I go from like, the little engine was going up the hill to. The little engine was going up the hill. No, actually, the second time it probably gets Brokaw. He gets Brokaw. He's like, the little engine was going up the hill. And then it goes to, the little engine was going up the hill, Jack.
And tail off after that.
And then I'm like, but the robot iPal could take over. All right. It comes in different colors?
Right. Well,
I'm asking.
Yeah, we have a blue one too, and we have a pink one. And
could I dance with the robot? I want to like.
Well, we'll show you.
All right, let's get a demo.
So.
Jiping, let's show everybody what we can do here. I like that. That's a very easy interface. I can handle it.
Do you like children's songs? That's what you're going to get. This is what.
Well,
the demo
sure.
is for. This is a big hit for children's
We
songs.
sing the Wheels on the Bus a lot. Which one is this one?
The Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. And it's loud in here, but I can hear it. And now, can you program it to do different songs? Like, what if I wanted to play a little Empire State of Mind or something?
Yeah. It basically it all runs on Android.
Yeah.
So actually we can access essentially all Android apps.
Yeah.
And you can program in Android, so it's quite easy to add and update the robot.
Wow, very cool. Now I would have to do the programming until my son could take over.
Well, what we'll have is
that true?
we will have an app store We're going to have an app store like an Apple App Store, but sort of designed for children because you have to be careful what children access.
We don't want we don't want 50 Cent on there.
Right.
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 Right. That kind of thing.
So we'll have our own app store where app developers can provide new apps, or people can download new songs, games,
Very
applications.
Cool. How much is this iPal?
Well, it's going to be.
I like that you call it the iPal and you run Android. I mean, that could be the best
Yeah.
part of the whole thing. Well, don't worry. I heard that Apple doesn't let any product in the store that starts with an I. You don't have to worry about it because it's not going to go in the Apple store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I want to mention one other thing that the robot really does. Not only is it a companion for the child, but the parent can monitor the child through it. In other words, if the parent's at work, if they're away, they can use their smartphone or desktop laptop.
Does it wrestle? Like, will it wrestle?
Well, we thought about just having a mode where we sort of grab the child.
A little hug mode.
But no, I got voted against.
Really?
People voted against that. So.
What happens if it gets like? How much does it weigh? It doesn't look like it weighs a
Not
lot. Can
very
I touch
much.
it? Yeah. So, what if it gets body slammed? What happens?
Well, the thing is, it's designed with all the weight in the bottom.
Okay.
So, like more than 50% of the weight is in the base where all the batteries are. So we've tried to do a great deal to make it entirely safe for children.
How long will it last on a charge?
Pretty much all day.
Okay.
So I would expect that child could run it during the day and charge it overnight.
Okay, very nice. And again, how much is it?
It'll be about $1,300 to $1,500 in China.
Okay.
Now
that's about $20 in the United States of America.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't really know.
Actually, U.S. dollars.
Oh, $1,300 to $1,500 U.S. dollars in China.
Yeah, or $1,300 to $1,500 in China.
In China.
But in the U.S., we're now we're now working with a number of partners, and we're actually interested in getting interest for people who might like the robot in the U.S.
Oh, so how do people find out if they wanna distribute it?
That's great. Well, they can contact me actually through the website.
Okay.
www.avatarmind.com.
AvatarMind.com.
Yeah, and I'm John Ostrem, and they can contact me. And also,
is it John at AvatarMind.com?
Because there's some filtering between the U.S. and China.
Hey, high five. All right.
Because there's some filtering between the U.S. and China, I'm actually just using a Gmail account.
Okay.
But it's on the website, and it's gsostrom@gmail.com.
J or G?
J.
JSostrom@gmail.com.
Right. It's on the website as well, too, where you can actually record
So there might be somebody who wants to distribute.
But I want to mention
cool.
one other thing that we're really interested in getting interested in, not only from distributors, but from people who might want the robot.
Yeah.
We're going to have a place where people can indicate their interest, so they can be one of the first people to get the robot when it comes to the U.S.
Cool. Very, very cool. I like it a lot. I think it's a good toy for kids. It definitely is. It's a good companion. I've been talking about the idea of telepresence, and this kind of represents that, right? Because I travel a lot. Right. Telepresence would be good.
Yeah, exactly. The robot can do that.
Yeah.
The parents can actually, control the robot.
And it's nice when it's taller than being like your iPad. You're walking around with an iPad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what a lot of parents say is, they want their children to have activities, but they don't want them to sit in front of a screen all day.
Right.
But with this, they get some physical activity, as well as being able to get educational programs. A big part.
That's most important.
Yeah.
And you get a companion.
Yeah, a companion.
Now, what happens when the kid says, "Oh, I want to give it tea. We're gonna have tea time," and then here, drink up, and really gives it tea? Is it gonna short circuit? Is it gonna? Is it gonna be like batteries not included? What are we doing?
That's something we haven't figured out yet, to tell you the truth. But we're just hoping the child doesn't.
IPX 67 rating. That's what you need.
Yeah.
IPX 67. With that, we're going to take a quick break. That was pretty cool. AvatarMind.com. AvatarMind.com. We'll take a quick break, reset, and have your next guest here on your live coverage of CES Unveiled in New York City. I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics. This is a special edition of the Michael Artsis Show on BeTerrific from CES Unveiled. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.